Hello, humans! It is I, the Great Papyrus, and I'm here with my brother Sans. And today we'll be reacting to our story that we created with Hello AI. Yeah, we use AI to make a story about us. That's because Undertale is always about Frisk, and even though we are the fan favorite, well, mostly me, because my parents and there's many versions of me and not that many versions of Papyrus. Which I think I should be the fan favorite because, and no offense, Sans, but you're kind of lazy. Alright, so we created a video about this is 2 days ago, but it was 2 hours long, and we don't want a 2 hour long video. We want to be at least shorter than 2 hours, less than 2 hours. Yeah. So we're gonna make sure that this video is not 2 hours long. All right. Oh, and we also make part 2 about this. All right. Now, you got everything, fans? Yep. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Once upon a chilly night in the Snowdin Kingdom, the Skeleton Brothers, Papyrus and Sans, were enjoying a peaceful evening in their cozy home. The fireplace crackled, and Papyrus was busy crafting a new set of bones, while Sans was sprawled on the couch, sipping on his favorite ketchup. As the brothers chatted and laughed, a mysterious figure appeared at their door. It was Prince Azrael, looking troubled and breathless. He informed them of the terrible news that their beloved queen, Toriel, had been kidnapped by the evil Fire King named Kara. Papyrus, always eager for adventure and a chance to prove himself, immediately decided they must rescue her and become the true heroes of the kingdom. Sans, on the other hand, had a different motivation. He had secretly developed a crush on Queen Toriel and couldn't bear the thought of her suffering at the hands of the malevolent Fire King. However, he kept this feeling to himself. Knowing his brother's obsession with being the hero, with determination in their bones, the two skeleton brothers set off on their dangerous quest. Their journey led them through the frosty mountains, snowy villages, and encounters with friendly yetis and other creatures of the Cold Kingdom. As they ventured forth, they faced a myriad of fiery foes like fire dragons, lava sharks, firebenders, and fire-breathing turtles. Along the way, they found unexpected allies. Frisk, a genderless human child, joined them, wielding knowledge of King Kara's weaknesses. Undine, the waterbender fish monster, brought her fierceness and battle prowess to the group. Alphys, the shy reptilian monster, supplied them with helpful gadgets and tools. And Jerson Boom, the wise old turtle mutant, with his ninja skills and bombs, sought vengeance for his fallen brothers. Their first stop was Japan, where Frisk lived. They fought the firebenders with the help of their new companion, and the young child proved to be a valuable asset. Next, they journeyed to the Water Kingdom, encountering the lava sharks and gaining Undine's fiery spirit in their fight against King Kara's minions. In New York City, Jerson Boom's home, they battled the fire ninjas, leaving no foe standing in their way. Alfie's secret lab provided them with essential rest and tools for their quest. Though Asgore, pretending to be friendly, had ulterior motives. He was defeated with the combined effort of the group. Finally, the Skeleton Brothers reached the dreaded Fire Kingdom, where Grilby resided. The castle of fire, lava, and rocks awaited them, guarded by the fearsome Fire Ruby monster. Undyne took on the beast, allowing the brothers to enter the castle. As they searched for King Kara's room, Asgore, seeking power, attacked them. In a surprising turn of events, he confessed that he joined them to force Queen Toriel to marry him. This revelation enraged Sans and the others, leading to a fierce battle that saw Asgore defeated, but not killed. Finally, they confronted King Kara in his grand chamber. An epic battle ensued, with Papyrus's bravery, Sans's Gaster Blaster, Frisk's knowledge, and Jerson Boom's ninja skills combining to vanquish the evil monarch. With King Kara defeated, they rescued Queen Toriel, reuniting her with her son Azriel and restoring her to the throne. Grilby, now hailed as a hero in the Fire Kingdom, took charge and vowed to rule justly. The group returned to the Snowdin Kingdom victorious, where Papyrus was celebrated as the true hero he always dreamed of becoming. Sans couldn't be happier for his brother but secretly felt a pang of disappointment. However, much to his surprise, Queen Toriel approached him and asked if he would like to go on a date. Ecstatic, Sans accepted, and they found themselves forming an unexpected bond. As everyone lived happily ever after, friendships deepened, and love blossomed. Frisk returned to Japan, knowing they had defeated King Kara. Undyne and Alphys fell in love, and Jerson Boom returned to New York City, content that he had avenged his fallen brothers. In the end, the Avengers of the two Skeleton Brothers proved that even in the face of danger, love, friendship, and bravery can conquer all. The Snowdin Kingdom thrived under the reign of Queen Toriel, and the brothers' unbreakable bond remained a beacon of hope and joy for all who knew them. And so, their story became a beloved legend, passed down through generations, inspiring many more adventures to come.
Yep. Wow, that was a great story. Thank you, AI. Yeah, then we made part 2. Ooh, a sequel. Part 2. Alright. Hold up. Part 2 of Sans? Yep. We also made part 2, and it was surprisingly good, but not as good as part 1, though. But it was just as good as part 1. Part 2 is just as good. 3, 2, 1, go.
Part 2. After Sans had revealed the existence of his powerful weapon, the Gaster Blaster, Papyrus couldn't help but be curious about its capabilities. However, before he could inquire further, Sans diverted the conversation, mentioning the upcoming wedding of their friends, Undyne and Alphys. Papyrus, being the ever-enthusiastic brother, was excited about the joyous occasion. The day of the wedding arrived, and the snowy landscape of the Snowdin Kingdom was adorned with colorful decorations. Undyne and Alphys were nervous yet elated as they prepared for the ceremony. Papyrus, the embodiment of support and encouragement, assured Undyne not to be nervous, while Sans, with his laid-back attitude, reassured Alphys that everything would be fine. The wedding ceremony was a beautiful affair, with the warmth of love enveloping everyone present. The Skeleton Brothers were enjoying the celebration when suddenly, the festivities were interrupted by the unexpected appearance of Flowey, the Fire Flower. Flowey declared his allegiance to King Kara and vowed to kidnap Queen Toriel, destroy the Snowdin Kingdom, and conquer the world for his malevolent master. However, No one took Flowey's threat seriously, and laughter echoed through the air. The Skeleton brothers even attempted to crush the mischievous Flower under their feet. But their amusement turned to shock when Flowey retaliated, launching fiery fireballs that injured Papyrus and Sans. Undine and Alphys attempted to attack, but they, too, were struck by the menacing fireballs. The once joyful atmosphere was replaced with fear and panic. Queen Toriel, determined to protect her kingdom, used her ice magic to counter Flowey's attacks. But even she fell victim to his fiery onslaught. The Skeleton brothers, struggling with their injuries, were left in shock, especially Sans, who couldn't believe what had transpired. Flowey then revealed a twisted message from King Kara, taunting the kingdom and demanding that Queen Toriel reveal her secret. The revelation came as a shock to everyone, including the Skeleton brothers. Queen Toriel confessed that she had fire magic and was born in the Fire Kingdom. Her childhood marked by the harsh conditions of the fiery realm. She had once been best friends with King Kara. But their paths diverged when Toriel left the Fire Kingdom due to her inability to withstand its extreme heat. King Kara was left to endure bullying and torment until he ultimately rose to power, leading to the tragic events that had unfolded. With a heavy heart, Queen Toriel sought forgiveness from the Skeleton brothers. Sans, understanding and forgiving by nature, accepted her apology. However, Papyrus, his dreams of heroism now intertwined with disappointment, found it difficult to forgive so easily, as everyone shared their stories and feelings. Frisk was distraught over the revelation that King Kara was still alive. Jerson Boom was furious, feeling that his quest for vengeance was incomplete. Papyrus attempted to console Frisk, while Sans tried to calm Jerson Boom, understanding the weight of the situation. With their determination renewed, the group embarked on a dangerous adventure to save everyone. Their journey took them to various places, including a haunted house where they encountered Napstablook, a shy and melancholic ghost. The group found him intriguing, though opinions differed, with Papyrus and Frisk finding him cute, while Sans and Jerson Boom found him creepy. They proceeded to the robot city, meeting the charming and charismatic robot celebrity, Metation. However, a tragic battle with a lava robot led to Papyrus being injured, and Sans reluctantly summoned the Gaster Blaster to protect his brother and friends. Their next stop was a spider coffee shop owned by Muffet. Papyrus fell under Muffet's manipulation, but Jerson Boom saw through the ruse. Despite his warning, Papyrus turned against his friends, stabbing Jerson Boom with a bone. Queen Toriel and Sans intervened, using their powers to protect everyone. As the group ventured into the Fire Kingdom, they were met with the sight of a dying Grilby, who had been attacked by Flowey. The Skeleton brothers realized that Flowey was far more formidable than they had anticipated. The final confrontation with King Kara awaited them, where he revealed new powers, summoning a fire dragon and transforming into a giant. The battle was fierce and arduous, with Jerson Boom attacking to avenge his fallen brothers. Azrael appeared, surprising everyone with his incredible power, ultimately defeating Flowey, who had transformed into a grotesque form. The group entered King Kara's castle, where he revealed his most potent form yet. Just as the situation seemed dire, Azrael transformed into a being of immense power, aiding the Skeleton brothers in defeating King Kara. The evil king was finally defeated, and everyone was rescued, including Undine and Alphys. With their mission accomplished, the group returned to the Snowd.
Where Sans was crowned the king ruler alongside Queen Toriel. Azrael grew into a wise and caring teacher, while Frisk returned to Japan to teach others about fire safety. Boom passing was mourned, but his stories lived on through Papyrus, who learned not to be naive and found forgiveness in his heart. And then Alfie, free from the king Icarus' threat, begin their life together as a married couple. In the end, the two skeleton brothers, Johnny, had transformed them and everyone they
In the end, the two skeleton brothers' journey had transformed them and everyone they encountered. Their adventures, filled with bravery, friendship, and love, would forever be etched in the annals of history, inspiring generations to come. The Snowdin Kingdom thrived under the reign of Queen Toriel and King Sans. And the legacy of the Avengers of the two skeleton brothers lived on, a testament to the power of unity, forgiveness, and the indomitable spirit of heroes.
Now that was a good story. Now, make part 3 of the Avengers Skeleton Brothers. Yeah, so we just put Adventures of the two Skeleton Brothers. They're there, and AI is very creative, like actually creative. Yeah, and he is creative. Sam, I love this story so much. It it's really good. You should. Here, I'll put it right here. Alright. Here you go.
Part 3: The Triumph of Unity. In the aftermath of their victorious battle against King Kara, the Snowdin Kingdom flourished under the benevolent rule of Queen Toriel and King Sans. The Skeleton Brothers, once known for their mischievous and carefree nature, had grown into true heroes, admired and respected by all. Their bond with each other and their friends had strengthened, and their adventures were far from over. As the days passed, the kingdom thrived, and the friendship between the Skeleton Brothers and their allies grew even deeper. Frisk became a trusted advisor to the royal couple, sharing insights from their own experiences and offering guidance in times of need. Boom's legacy lived on. His stories told and cherished by everyone, inspiring acts of bravery and selflessness. The Snowdin Kingdom became a hub for peace and unity, attracting monsters.
Sorry about that. We heard a song and we realized that Neptune was playing that song, and yeah, we told Neptune to turn it down because YouTube don't like putting non-original songs, and we'll be copyrighted if we put that song in this video. Yeah, so let's try that again, shall we? Yeah.
Part 3: The Triumph of Unity. In the aftermath of their victorious battle against King Kara, the Snowdin Kingdom flourished under the benevolent rule of Queen Toriel and King Sans.
I really hope that
the Skeleton Brothers, once known for their mischievous and carefree nature, had grown into true heroes, admired and respected by all. Their bond with each other and their friends had strengthened, and their adventures were far from over.
Yeah, me too.
As the days passed, the kingdom thrived, and the friendship between the Skeleton Brothers and their allies grew even deeper. Frisk became a trusted advisor to the royal couple, sharing insights from their own experiences and offering guidance in times of need. Boom's legacy lived on. His stories told and cherished by everyone, inspiring acts of bravery and selflessness. The Snowden Kingdom became a hub for peace and unity, attracting monsters and humans alike, fostering a sense of harmony and coexistence. The once cold kingdom now bloomed with warmth and laughter, a testament to the power of compassion and understanding. One day, as Queen Toriel was attending to her royal duties, she received an urgent message from a neighboring kingdom. The land was plagued by a mysterious darkness that threatened to engulf the entire realm. People were vanishing, and fear spread like wildfire. Understanding the urgency of the situation, Queen Toriel and King Sans assembled their trusted allies once more. Papyrus, having learned from his previous experiences, set aside his disappointment and fully embraced his role as the protector of the kingdom. Frisk, Undine, Alphys, and even the reclusive Napstablook stood by their side, ready to face the darkness that loomed ahead. As they journeyed to the neighboring kingdom, they encountered numerous challenges and encountered new allies. One such ally was a wise and ancient guardian spirit named Lumina, who bestowed upon the Skeleton Brothers the power of light. With this newfound ability, they could pierce through the shadows and reveal the truth behind the malevolent darkness. The group arrived in the afflicted kingdom, where they were met with a grim sight. The once thriving city had been reduced to ruins, and the despair of its inhabitants was palpable. Without hesitation, the Avengers of the two Skeleton Brothers stepped forward, determined to dispel the darkness and restore hope. Guided by Lumina's wisdom, they ventured into the heart of the darkness. Facing nightmarish creatures and malevolent spirits along the way, the battle was grueling, testing the limits of their strength and resilience. However, with unity as their foundation, they pressed on, never wavering in their resolve. In the midst of the chaos, Papyrus found himself facing his own inner demons. Tormented by memories of his past failures, he feared letting down his friends and the kingdom once more. But Queen Toriel, recognizing his struggle, offered her guidance and support, reminding him that true heroism lies not in perfection but in learning and growing from mistakes. Embracing his vulnerability and accepting his imperfections, Papyrus found newfound courage. With a newfound determination, he wielded his bone powers alongside Sans and Lumina's light, driving back the darkness with every strike. As they approached the epicenter of the darkness, they discovered the source of the malevolence, a corrupted being from another dimension seeking to feed on despair and fear. The battle that followed was their most challenging yet, but the Skeleton Brothers and their allies fought with everything they had. Queen Toriel's ice magic, Undine's warrior skills, Alphys' ingenuity, and Frisk's strategic thinking all played crucial roles in the battle. Lumina's guidance and the combined powers of Sans and Papyrus proved to be a formidable force against the darkness. The corrupted being fought back, attempting to manipulate their deepest fears and doubts. Yet, the unity of the Avengers proved stronger than any darkness. They found strength in each other, drawing from their shared experiences and the unbreakable bond they had forged. Together, they succeeded in purging the darkness and restoring the neighboring kingdom to its former glory. As the light drove away the shadows, hope returned to the hearts of its people. The Avengers of the
two
two
skeleton
brothers had triumphed once again, proving that love, friendship,
Stop.
and unity could conquer even the darkest of forces. Their tale of bravery and heroism spread far and wide, inspiring others to stand together against adversity. The legend of the Skeleton Brothers and their friends grew, becoming a beacon of hope in a world still healing from past conflicts. Back in the Snowden Kingdom, celebrations erupted in honor of the victorious heroes. The Skeleton Brothers were praised for their unwavering courage, and Papyrus found solace in knowing that true heroism lay not in individual achievements but in the strength of unity. With the darkness banished.
Oh. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go.
With the darkness banished and the neighboring kingdom at peace, Queen Toriel and King Sans continued to govern with wisdom and compassion. Their rule became a symbol of unity and understanding between monsters and humans, setting an example for the world to follow. As time passed, the Avengers of the two Skeleton Brothers continued to embark on new adventures, exploring uncharted territories and helping those in need. Their journey was far from over, and the bonds they shared grew stronger with each passing day. In the end, it was their unity and unwavering dedication to each other and their friends that made the Skeleton Brothers true heroes. The Avengers' legacy would forever be remembered as a tale of hope, resilience, and the triumph of unity, reminding the world that, together, they could overcome any darkness that threatened to consume them.
Alright, yeah. Friday is good. Yeah. The assistant AI did a good job. Yeah, and but the downside is the reason why we deleted that video is because we we but the downside is that it's way too bright, like actually way too bright. Not the screen, the stories is way too bright, have way too much talking about love and compassion. Yeah, which surprisingly I don't like, which that is insane considering how I am friends with everybody. Yeah, so now, part 4, The Revenge of Metaton X. Alright, part 4, The Revenge of Metaton X. This story was actually a good one. Yeah, I know we said that to most series stories, but this story was really good. Right.
Part 4: The Revenge of Metation X. After the triumph over darkness and the restoration of peace in the neighboring kingdom, the Snowden Kingdom basked in the glow of unity and prosperity. However, an unexpected turn of events was about to shake the kingdom to its core. Marathon, a robot who held a grudge against the Skeleton Brothers, blamed them for the destruction of Robot City. Fueling his anger further, Metation X, as he now called himself, cunningly manipulated the situation to incite unrest within the kingdom. Metation's true intentions were far from the surface. He harbored a deep-seated desire to overthrow Queen Toriel and King Sans, seizing power for himself. To achieve his nefarious goals, he sought to eliminate anyone who posed a threat to his ambitions. Starting with the royal couple. In a cowardly act, Metation orchestrated the death of Alphys, using it as a means to provoke Undyne's rage. Undyne, now a mother to Undyne Jr., felt an overwhelming anger that triggered a transformation into Undyne the Undying. Blinded by fury, she believed that Metation had taken away her dear friend. However, unknown to Undine, Alphys had not actually been killed. She had gone into hiding to protect herself from Metation's sinister plot. But Undine, consumed by her transformation, sought vengeance and began a relentless pursuit of Metation. Meanwhile, Metation's twisted schemes escalated, drawing Lumina and Napstablook into the chaos. The two allies, both wise in their own ways, decided to fuse their powers to face this new and dangerous threat. The fusion of Lumina and Napstablook created a being of both ethereal light and spectral mystery, a force that Metation had not anticipated. Metation X, who was once a charismatic and entertaining TV host, had transformed into a power-hungry and ruthless individual. He had redesigned his programming to grant himself new abilities and ceased to show any empathy for others. Now, driven by a pathological desire for control, he embraced a darker path, becoming a nihilistic killer who was cold-hearted and relentless in his pursuit of power. Metation X publicly declared his intentions to overthrow the royal family, igniting panic and fear within the kingdom. The people were torn, unsure of whom to trust. The Skeleton Brothers, having faced numerous challenges in the past, understood the gravity of the situation. They knew they had to figure out a way to save the kingdom from Metation X's malevolence. As the tension mounted, the kingdom teetered on the brink of chaos. Undine, driven by grief and anger, was hell-bent on revenge, unaware that Alphys was still alive. The Skeleton Brothers realized they needed to stop her before she succumbed to darkness entirely. Frisk, who possessed a unique ability to communicate with others on a deeper level, tried to reach out to Undine, urging her to see reason and reminding her of the strength she derived from unity. Sans, with his unyielding compassion, empathized with her pain and tried to find a way to bring her back from the brink. At the same time, Lumina and Napstablook's fusion sought answers from their connection to the ethereal realm. They discovered Metation X's true intentions and the fact that Alphys was still alive. Armed with this knowledge, they made their way to the Skeleton Brothers to share their findings. Together, they devised a plan to expose Metation X's lies and rally the kingdom against his tyranny. The Skeleton Brothers knew they couldn't defeat Metation X alone, so they enlisted the help of their friends and allies, each bringing their unique skills to the table. With Undine no longer lost in her rage, she joined the cause, determined to avenge Alphys and protect her kingdom. Queen Toriel and King Sans showed unwavering leadership, inspiring their subjects to stand united against the common enemy. In a daring showdown, the forces of good clashed with Metation X and his robotic army. The battle was fierce, with the combined efforts of the Skeleton Brothers, Undine, Frisk, Lumina, Napstablook, and the entire kingdom prevailing against the darkness that Metation X had unleashed. In the climax of the conflict, Undine confronted Metation X, her heart filled not with vengeance but with the desire to protect her friends and her kingdom. In a surprising turn of events, Alphys, who had secretly been working to expose Metation X's lies, emerged from hiding, revealing the truth to everyone. Exposing Metation X's deceit and manipulations shattered the facade he had carefully constructed. The people of the kingdom, once divided, now stood united against him. In the final showdown, Metation X was defeated, his malevolence vanquished. The kingdom rejoiced as they celebrated their triumph over darkness, realizing that unity and trust were their greatest strengths. Undine, having confronted her inner turmoil, returned to her true self, embracing the values of friendship and compassion that had defined her all along. Alphys, now recognized for her bravery, was welcomed back with open arms, and the kingdom rejoiced at the return of their beloved scientist. With Metation X's threat eliminated, the kingdom knew they had overcome yet another challenge, proving that together, they were unstoppable. The Skeleton Brothers, with their unwavering bond and dedication to unity, had once again prevailed, safeguarding the peace and harmony of the Snowden Kingdom. As the kingdom flourished, they never forgot the lessons they had learned, the importance of trust, compassion, and the power of unity. The legend of the Avengers of the two Skeleton Brothers continued to spread, inspiring hope and courage wherever it reached. And so, the story of the Skeleton Brothers and their friends continued, as they ventured into new adventures and faced whatever challenges lay ahead. For as long as they stood united, the world knew that there was no darkness that could stand against the light of their friendship and the strength of their bonds.
And that is a great story. Now, part 4. Part 4. Man. And who knew that Metaton can be a good villain? I know, right? And this story makes me so glad that Metaton is just this amazing robot. Yep. Whew. If Metaton was evil, we would all been dead by then. Like, dead. Like, I don't think we could survive. Please try not to make this too dark, Sans. Okay. Oh, I actually thought that, sorry. No, this one, we put the shredder in this story. 3, 3, 2, 1.
Part 5: The Rise of New Villains. As the kingdom mourned the loss of Jerson Boom, the Skeleton Brothers found themselves facing new challenges on the horizon. Papyrus, now aware of the power of the Gaster Blaster, was eager to train and master its usage under Sans' guidance. Sans, however, emphasized that the Gaster Blaster should only be used in emergencies, as its power was not to be taken lightly. Undine Jr., following in her mother's footsteps, began to learn how to harness her own powers, a sphere that held tremendous potential. She trained diligently with Undine, honing her skills and learning to wield the sphere with precision and strength. The solemn funeral of Jerson Boom brought together the people of Japan and the Snowden Kingdom. Tears were shed, memories shared, and the legacy of the fallen hero was honored by all who knew and loved him. Amidst the grieving, a new threat emerged. The Shredder, leader of the Foot Clan army, arrived on the scene. His army of highly trained ninjas ready to wreak havoc. The Shredder was a formidable opponent, possessing skills that rivaled even the Skeleton Brothers. As the Shredder's forces wreaked havoc in New York City, the Skeleton Brothers knew they had to act swiftly to protect their allies and innocent civilians. They faced the Foot Clan with unwavering determination, showcasing their combined strength, strategy, and teamwork. Papyrus, now a master of the Gaster Blaster, unleashed its power with precision, surprising even Sans with his newfound skill. The combined forces of Undine's Spear, Queen Toriel's Ice Magic, Frisk's strategic thinking, and the unyielding might of the Skeleton Brothers proved to be formidable against the Foot Clan. However, just as they thought they had the upper hand, Flowey the Fire Flower resurfaced, more dangerous and powerful than ever. Taking advantage of the chaos caused by the Foot Clan's attack, Flowey orchestrated a prison break, freeing Azrael and transforming him into the Angel of Death. Azrael, now consumed by darkness, posed a dire threat to everyone. His once gentle demeanor was replaced by malevolence, and the kingdom trembled under his newfound power. The Skeleton Brothers, devastated by the loss of their friend Jerson and facing these formidable foes, knew they needed a new plan to save their kingdom. Undine, driven by her own experiences of losing control to rage, made it her mission to reach out to Azrael, hoping to remind him of the light within him. She believed that the bond of friendship they once shared could still prevail against the darkness that consumed him. Meanwhile, Sans worked tirelessly to devise a way to stop both the Shredder and Flowey. He delved into ancient texts and sought advice from Lumina and Napstablook, searching for any hint or weakness that they could exploit. As the battles raged on, the kingdom stood on the brink of destruction. The Foot Clan's onslaught intensified, and Azrael's reign as the Angel of Death spread fear and despair. However, in their darkest hour, the Skeleton Brothers found strength in their unity and the unwavering support of their friends. Undine's heartfelt plea reached Azrael, cracking through the darkness that had consumed him. The memories of their friendship flooded back, and Azrael, torn by the conflict within himself, began to resist the darkness' hold. Seizing this moment of vulnerability, Sans put his plan into action. With the power of the Gaster Blaster, he managed to disrupt Flowey's control over Azrael, breaking the Angel of Death's chains. Azrael, now free from the malevolence that had corrupted him, joined the Skeleton Brothers in the final battle against Flowey and the Shredder. As a united force, they confronted their enemies, each bringing their unique strengths to the fight. In a climactic battle, the Skeleton Brothers unleashed the full power of the Gaster Blaster, the Sphere, and their bone magic, combining their efforts to vanquish Flowey and the Shredder. As the light triumphed over darkness, both villains were defeated, and the kingdom was saved once again.
Oh.
With the Shredder's army disbanded and Flowey apprehended, the people of the Snowden Kingdom and Japan rejoiced in the victory. Azrael, once again the kind-hearted child they knew, was welcomed back with open arms. The Skeleton Brothers, along with their friends and allies, had proven time and again that the power of unity, compassion, and friendship was unmatched. Their bond had grown stronger with each challenge they faced, and they knew that as long as they stood together, they could face any foe that threatened their world. The legend of the Avengers of the two Skeleton Brothers continued to spread, inspiring hope and courage wherever it reached. The kingdom celebrated their heroes, acknowledging that it was their unity that had saved them time and again. As peace returned to the Snowden Kingdom in Japan, the Skeleton Brothers and their friends continued to embark on new adventures, embracing the challenges that came their way. With each step they took, they were reminded that their strength lay not in their individual powers, but in the unbreakable bond of friendship that united them all. And so, the tale of the Skeleton Brothers, Queen Toriel, Undine, Frisk, Alphys, Lumina, Napstablook, and Undine Jr. continued, a testament to the power of unity and the triumph of good over evil. Their legacy lived on, inspiring generations to come with their bravery, compassion, and unwavering dedication to protecting the world they loved.
Whew. That is actually a okay story. Not as good as part 1, 2, 3, and as the other stories. Part 1, 2, and 3, part 1 and 2 was amazing. Part 3 is good. Part 4 is also good, but not as good as part 1 and 2. Part 5 is okay. Now, part 6. Time travel to the future. Wait. Sans, why do I feel like I'm gonna be forgotten? No, you won't, Papyrus. You won't be forgotten. Sans, I feel like I'm being forgotten, Sans.
Part 6: Time Travel to the Future. In the year 1987, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles found themselves facing an unexpected discovery in the Shredder's lair, a time cube. Driven by curiosity, Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, and Michelangelo touched the time cube, unknowingly triggering a journey through time. The time cube transported the 5 turtles to the year 2127, the present day. Upon arrival, they were met with shock and confusion as they realized that they had traveled far into the future. The city had changed, and they couldn't help but feel a sense of loss when they discovered that they had died in the future. In the year 2127, the Snowden Kingdom and Japan were united under the leadership of Queen Toriel and King Sans. The two skeleton brothers had grown into even more powerful protectors of the realm. With their bond stronger than ever, Jerson Boom, now 150 years old, was still remembered as a hero who had contributed to the kingdom's prosperity and safety. When Sans and Papyrus spotted Jerson Boom, they were initially overjoyed, believing he had come back to life. However, upon seeing the other 4 mutant turtles, they realized that this was Jerson Boom from the past. The realization that time travel was possible intrigued them. The present-day Sans, Donatello, and Alphys began experimenting with the time cube to understand its power further. Undine was busy training Raphael, honing his skills as a fighter, while Michelangelo and Papyrus bonded over their shared love for pizza and spaghetti. Leonardo, on the other hand, engaged in a deep conversation with Frisk about the complexities of time and how the past could impact the future. As a young 10-year-old, Jerson Boom grappled with the knowledge of his future demise. Queen Toriel offered comfort, assuring him that he would grow up to be a brave hero. Donatello, being the intellectual and curious one among the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, discovered that the time cube was powered by the blast of a Gaster Blaster. This revelation was fascinating, and they realized that this cube held incredible potential for both good and harm if it fell into the wrong hands. As the turtles adapted to life in the year 2127, they marveled at the unity between the two kingdoms. The combination of technology and magic created a harmonious and prosperous world. They also discovered that both Japan and the Snowden Kingdom had embraced pizza as a beloved food, just like them. While in the past, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles lived in the New York sewers, they found the future's advancements and unity inspiring. However, the desire to return to their own time gnawed at them. The Skeleton Brothers and their friends decided to work together to help the Turtles return to their rightful era. Donatello and Alphys collaborated on enhancing the time cube, aiming to send the Turtles back to 1987. Undine offered her insight and warrior spirit, and Papyrus provided his unwavering support and determination. During this time, Leonardo found inspiration in Queen Toriel's leadership, learning valuable lessons about bravery and responsibility. Raphael admired Undine's fierce spirit and began to appreciate the significance of unity and trust. As the day approached to send the turtles back, both teams had grown fond of each other, cherishing the bonds they had formed. Frisk and Michelangelo shared laughter, Jerson Boom learned valuable lessons from Papyrus, and Sans found camaraderie with all the turtles. In a heartfelt farewell, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles returned to their time with the gratitude of having experienced a glimpse into their future. They knew that their destinies lay in the present, but they also recognized the importance of the choices they made and the impact they would have on the world. The Skeleton Brothers and their friends bid them goodbye, knowing that the bond they shared transcended time. With the time cube secured away, they understood that time travel was a power best left untouched. As the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles returned to the past, they were filled with a renewed sense of purpose. Having witnessed the incredible impact of unity and friendship in shaping the future, the story of their adventure became a cherished memory, inspiring them to continue their mission as protectors of their city. In the years that followed, the tales of the Avengers of the two Skeleton Brothers and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles became legendary, shared with awe and wonder throughout the realm. Their bravery, compassion, and unwavering unity remained an inspiration for generations to come. And so, as time marched on, the legacy of the Skeleton Brothers and their friends continued to live on, reminding the world that the power of friendship and unity could conquer even the most daunting challenges.
Yeah, so we got help from the Ninja Turtles. Oh, yeah. Yes, and this is the very first part where there's no battle. Now we got on to part 7. The Betrayal of Japan. Honestly, I feel like that we might get a lot of hate. And I don't understand and how or why. You will learn. You learn, Papyrus. You will. Okay. Alright. Copy. Paste. Alright. 3, 2, 1, and a go.
Part 7: The Betrayal of Japan. Over the past 5 years, tensions had been growing between the Snowden Kingdom and Japan. The people of Japan began to despise the Snowden Kingdom, disapproving of their way of life and the prominence of snow monsters and yetis over humans. The growing animosity and distrust in Japan came as a shock to the Skeleton Brothers and their friends. However, Frisk, with her keen intuition, sensed that Japan was on the verge of betrayal against the Snowden Kingdom. Frisk immediately warned Sans and Queen Toriel about the impending danger. The king and queen were both taken by surprise and filled with anger, realizing that the trust they had placed in Japan had been shattered. Queen Toriel, feeling the weight of the situation, needed some time alone to collect her thoughts. She decided to visit her old kingdom, the Fire Kingdom, which was now run by Grilby. While there, she noticed a burnt piece of coal with curiosity. Picking it up absent-mindedly, as she interacted with Grilby, Queen Toriel requested 10 bottles of ketchup for Sans, as well as the ingredients for spaghetti and pizza. On her way back to the Snowden Kingdom, she took a bite of the burnt coal out of curiosity, unaware of the consequences. The burnt coal made her sick, and Queen Toriel passed out. When Sans found her, he immediately called for help, and she was rushed to the Snowden Hospital. The doctors discovered that all of Queen Toriel's ice magic had disappeared, leaving her only with fire magic. Toriel was devastated by the loss of her ice magic, feeling as though she was no longer fit to be the queen of the Snowden Kingdom. Sans reassured her that she was still his queen, regardless of her magical abilities. However, amidst the turmoil, news arrived that Japan was launching an attack on the Snowden Kingdom. Toriel's emotions overwhelmed her, and she went into a berserk rage, unleashing her fire magic on Japan. The kingdom was engulfed in flames, leaving only destruction in its wake. Frisk, terrified by Queen Toriel's actions, tried to reason with her, but the queen's rage was uncontrollable. Lumina attempted to calm Toriel, but tragically, she lost her life in the process. The sight of Lumina's demise only fueled Toriel's fury further, and even Napstablook, the usually peaceful ghost, fled in fear. The Skeleton Brothers and their friends knew they had to intervene before the situation escalated further. They had to stop Queen Toriel to prevent any more bloodshed, even though it meant confronting their beloved queen. The immense power of Queen Toriel's fire magic made the task perilous and difficult. Sans and Papyrus tried to reason with Toriel, reminding her of the love and trust they all once shared. However, Toriel's emotions were overwhelming, and she saw Frisk as a representation of Japan's betrayal. Frisk, too, was hurt and frightened by the wrath of the queen she once admired. As the battle raged on, the Skeleton brothers had to make a difficult decision. They decided to use the Gaster Blaster as a last resort, hoping to incapacitate Toriel without harming her. The blasts were powerful enough to stop Toriel momentarily, but she remained consumed by anger and grief. Frisk, filled with determination and compassion, stepped forward to try and reach Toriel's heart. She reminded Toriel of the love and friendship they had shared, urging her to remember the times of peace and unity in the kingdom. Slowly, Toriel began to calm down, tears streaming down her face. In the end, it was Frisk's words that reached Toriel's heart, breaking the cycle of rage and despair. Toriel collapsed to her knees, finally releasing the pent-up emotions that had consumed her. The Skeleton brothers rushed to her side, embracing their queen with love and understanding. Japan, devastated by the destruction caused by Queen Toriel's fire magic, was left in shambles. The Snowden Kingdom offered aid and assistance, hoping to mend the broken bonds between the two lands. The journey towards reconciliation would be long and arduous, but the Skeleton brothers and their friends were determined to bridge the gap and rebuild the trust that had been lost. As the dust settled, the Skeleton brothers and their friends vowed to learn from the events that had transpired. They understood the consequences of unchecked anger and the importance of open communication and empathy. With renewed determination, the Snowden Kingdom and Japan embarked on a path towards healing, understanding, and unity. The legacy of the Skeleton brothers, Queen Toriel, and their friends continued, showing that even in the face of betrayal and anger, love and compassion could prevail. They knew that it was through their unwavering friendship that they would overcome any challenges that lay ahead.
The Betrayal of Japan, where I think it's honestly a really good story. Now, part 8. Now, this is my least favorite because we might have made Undyne one of the most terrible beings, which I don't want Undyne be terrible. I want Undyne to be amazing. Yeah, I might have gone a bit overboard. Yeah, I may have gone a bit overboard. Oh well. 3, 2, 1. Oh, just push it. Hurry, Papyrus.
Part 8: The Visit to the Water Kingdom. Undyne was excited to show her son, Undyne Jr., the wonders of the Water Kingdom. She envisioned a
Wait. Isn't Undyne Jr. a girl? Oh, yeah, in the 2-hour video which we have deleted, we have made a mistake, turning Undyne Jr. Oh well, I guess Undyne Jr. is now, called a, he and a she. Oh well, we tried.
Part 8: The Visit to the Water Kingdom. Undyne was excited to show her son, Undyne Jr., the wonders of the Water Kingdom. She envisioned a bright future for him, where he would one day rule as a powerful leader. Undyne taught Undyne Jr. how to fish, drive a submarine, operate a boat, and fight underwater, hoping to impart her skills and knowledge to him.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Alphys was thrilled to explore the Water Kingdom, and she couldn't wait to immerse herself in the anime culture there. However, Undyne was worried that Alphys's love for anime would negatively influence Undyne Jr. Despite her concerns, Alphys couldn't resist sharing the news about the latest episode of Undyne Jr.'s favorite anime. Undyne Jr., eager to watch the new episode, made some mistakes while training with Undyne. This frustrated Undyne, and she started to lose her patience. As the mistakes continued to pile up, Undyne's frustration turned into anger, and she began to lash out at Undyne Jr. emotionally.
Oh no.
Physically and mentally, Alphys tried to intervene and calm Undyne down, but Undyne's anger consumed her, and she even struck Alphys. In her rage, Undyne expressed regret at ever meeting Alphys. The visit to the Water Kingdom had taken a dark turn, and Undyne's behavior was becoming increasingly alarming. Upon returning to the Snowdin Kingdom, the Skeleton brothers witnessed Undyne's continued mistreatment of her son and wife. They realized that something was seriously wrong with Undyne and that they needed to help her. However, when they tried to reason with Undyne, she brushed off their concerns, believing she was doing what was best for Undyne Jr. Undyne's desire for her son to be a powerful fighter clashed with Undyne Jr.'s dreams of creating anime shows. Undyne's refusal to accept her son's aspirations led to a breaking point. When Undyne discovered Undyne Jr.'s true passion, she reacted violently, striking him with a beer bottle. Undyne's behavior became erratic, and she turned to drinking as a coping mechanism.
Oh no.
Over the next 5 weeks, she spiraled into a dark place, neglecting her responsibilities as a mother and wife. The once valiant protector of the Snowdin Kingdom became the worst mother and wife in its history. Undyne Jr. had endured enough of his mother's abuse and turned to the dark side, seeking vengeance against her. However, Azrael intervened, stopping Undyne Jr. from making a terrible mistake. Queen Toriel, witnessing the chaos, made a difficult decision to banish Undyne from the kingdom until she could find her true self again. The Snowdin Kingdom mourned the loss of their once mighty and brave defender. It was a painful time for all, especially Alphys and Undyne Jr., who hoped that one day their family could be whole again. The Skeleton brothers, along with Queen Toriel, vowed to support Alphys and Undyne Jr. through their difficult journey. They hoped that, with time and love, Undyne would find her way back to the strong, caring, and compassionate warrior she once was. In the meantime, the Snowdin Kingdom would heal from the wounds caused by Undyne's actions and rebuild their sense of unity and hope.
That was my least favorite story. I mean, Undyne hurting Alfie? That's terrible. Well, luckily, part 9 fixed Undyne. I also think that what I did to make Undyne into a bad person is a terrible idea. I mean, Undyne hurting Alfie's? Now that is a story that I would never want to watch or read.
Part 9 Redemption and Reconciliation. Undyne was consumed by guilt and remorse for the pain she had caused her family and friends. Overwhelmed by her own actions, she considered taking her own life. But just when she thought there was no hope left, Papyrus stepped in to save her. With his unwavering kindness and compassion, Papyrus convinced Undine not to give up and reminded her of the people who loved her. The Snowdin Kingdom was suddenly under attack by the Water Kingdom, led by a rogue faction seeking revenge for Undine's past actions. At first, Undine couldn't believe that her former kingdom would attack them. But when Papyrus showed her the devastating video evidence of her family and friends being assaulted, she knew she had to act. Undine's desire to protect her loved ones overpowered her guilt, and she transformed into her formidable Undine, the Undying form. With newfound determination, she led the defense against the Water Kingdom invaders. The battle was fierce, and Undine's strength and fighting prowess were unmatched. As the tide turned in favor of the Snowdin Kingdom, Undine realized that her actions had brought this conflict upon them. She knew that she needed to make amends for her past mistakes. As the Water Kingdom's forces were driven back, Undine approached their leader and begged for forgiveness. Undine admitted her past errors and expressed her sincere regret for the pain she had caused. She vowed to do whatever it took to fix the damage she had done, both in the Water Kingdom and her own family. The Water Kingdom's leader, taken aback by Undine's humility, agreed to a ceasefire. With the fighting halted, Undine worked tirelessly to repair the damage and heal the wounds caused by the recent conflict. She sought the forgiveness of those she had wronged, and one by one, her friends and family welcomed her back with open arms. They understood that Undine had changed, and they believed in her ability to be a better person. Alphys, Undine Jr., and the Skeleton Brothers were relieved to see Undine back to her old self, a fierce and loyal friend, a loving wife, and a devoted mother. Undine made a solemn promise to herself and her family that she would never again let her anger and ambition lead her astray. As the days passed, the bonds between the members of the Snowdin Kingdom grew stronger than ever before. Undine's transformation became a symbol of redemption and reconciliation, reminding everyone that people can change for the better if they have the will to do so. The Snowdin Kingdom flourished under their renewed unity, and the friendships between the Skeleton Brothers, Frisk, Alphys, Undine, and their children became unbreakable. Undine used her leadership skills to bring harmony between the Water Kingdom and the Snowdin Kingdom, ensuring a lasting peace between the two lands. Undine's journey from a fierce warrior plagued by guilt to a redeemed and beloved hero inspired all those who knew her. She became a shining example of how even the most flawed individuals could find redemption and make amends for their past mistakes. And so, the tale of the two Skeleton Brothers and their companions continued, filled with adventures, challenges, and most importantly, the power of love, forgiveness, and friendship. Together, they would face whatever the future held, knowing that as long as they stood united, they could overcome anything that came their way.
Wow. We just realized that this video is an hour long. Yeah, we have to end it. What? Sans, one more story, please. Papyrus, we made a promise that... Oh. This story? Yes, Sans. Fine, but this is the last story. We promised them that this will... Oh, and we're also not gonna do part 11 and part 12. Because, well, you have to understand why. Oh, and part 13, we're also not gonna do part 13. Easy, that because, we'll make a, story about it without the AI. Copy. Paste. Now, this is a true origin story about us in this universe. You see, when the two skeleton brothers were younger, actually, you know what? What? Let's just start the story.
The Skeleton brothers, along with Undine and the rest of their friends, were shocked and appalled by Napstablook's betrayal. He had manipulated events to create chaos and suffering, all in the pursuit of revenge for a fallen friend.
Which is Limina,
Now,
by the
they
way.
faced an even greater threat in the form of the Phantom
Limina
Express,
died.
a ghostly train with malevolent spirits on board. With the Snowden Kingdom at risk, the Skeleton brothers knew they had to put an end to the Phantom Express's reign of terror. Undine, filled with remorse for her recent actions, was eager to prove herself by helping defeat the train. Together, they set out to confront the malevolent train in an epic battle to protect their home. The fight was intense, with Blind Spectre sending eyeballs towards the group while they dodged and shot at them. The Skeleton brothers used their Gaster blasters to keep the eyes at bay, while Undine showcased her impressive combat skills underwater, even under the pressure of the moving platform. As they pressed on, they encountered the conductor, a massive skeleton with a conductor hat, who attacked with his skeletal arms. Undine took the lead, guiding the others in dodging his powerful blows, while the Skeleton brothers unleashed their strongest attacks to weaken the conductor. Next, they faced the Lollipop ghouls, who unleashed lightning from their mouths. Undine used her spear to deflect the lightning while the Skeleton brothers shot at the ghouls to defeat them. They managed to work together flawlessly, despite the intensity of the battle. Finally, they reached the heart of the train, the head of the train. The Skeleton brothers figured out the trick to defeat him, with Papyrus using his wit to parry the tail and open the grate protecting the heart. Undine jumped in with her spear to deal massive damage, while Sans used his Gaster blaster to blast away the obstacles the head of the train threw their way. The battle was challenging and fierce, but with their combined strength and determination, they managed to defeat the Phantom Express. As the train's heart shattered, the malevolent spirits on board vanished into the ether. With the threat of the Phantom Express finally vanquished, the Skeleton brothers and their friends could take a breath of relief. Undine, having proven herself as a true protector of the Snowden Kingdom, was forgiven for her past actions. Knowing she had now redeemed herself, Napstablook, seeing the error of his ways, felt deep regret for what he had done and the pain he had caused. He asked for forgiveness, and the group understood that he had been consumed by his desire for vengeance. They offered him a chance to change, and Napstablook vowed to make amends for his actions. The Snowden Kingdom was finally safe, and the bonds between the Skeleton brothers, Undine, and their friends grew even stronger through their shared struggles and triumphs. They knew that as long as they stood together, they could face any challenge that came their way and protect their home and loved ones from any threat that dared to come their way.
Alright, that's the last story. Let's end the video right here because this is an hour long. Alright guys, so that is part 1 of the Adventures of the Skeleton Brothers. Yeah, and honestly, I really love this story. It's a great story about me and my brother Sans. So I hope you enjoy this video. Please sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And check out Foxy's AR story video. And you should also check out Lightning McQueen's and Sonic AI videos on the screen. So please sure leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And have a good time. See you later, everybody. Bye.